sure how it's going to turn out.
Ridiculous.
No!
Welcome to another episode of
The Epic Family Road Trip.
Look at this, it's perfect. There's a ton this year. I think they're actually perfect right now. There's actually a ton more than we had expected. I thought that maybe like there'd be a lot, but they'd be all green. They are all fully ripe. There's still a bunch that are green and ripening, but tons of perfect ones.
Bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down. Taking me down.
Okay, so today I'm going to be trying to make a table inside of our workshop. Just something to like maybe hook up one of these old vices to, and just something for me to work on, just sort of use as my all-around workbench. The reason why I want to put a vise on on the table I'm going to be making is because all the ones in the workshop that are already hooked up, like this one, are too close against something for me to really cut bigger logs. So if I can make something kind of smaller, like a smaller work table, sort of like this one, and something I can move around, so then I can set up the vise without it being against anything, so I can cut bigger cuts. Or if I want to take it outside because it's a hotter day, I can just set it out here. So never built anything this big or just any sort of furniture. This will be my first table. I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but we're gonna give it a good try anyways. So first things first is the wood. The wood I'll be using is some leftover siding and some of the deck boards that we used when we were building our cabin, but we had a lot of extras, so we just sort of piled them underneath our deck and underneath tarps. So I'm just gonna be grabbing some of that, and it'll probably all just be made out of 2x4 sized planks. Okay, so now that we got all the wood planks in here, I just need to find something that can form the 4 legs for the table. Could probably end up using the same thing, but it just might be a bit too thin for the heavy stuff I'm going to be putting on it. If I can find something a bit thicker, I'll use that, or maybe even use some of the logs that I cut up last year and have been driving all summer and use those for the base of the table. Okay, I think this is it. Just found some nice pieces scattered all over the place. One of the pieces was under the tarp and 2 of them were under the deck. But I think it should work perfectly. Make a perfect base for the table. Okay, so now I'm just going to start measuring the leg length to see how tall the table is going to be. I think I want it about to my hip. Yeah, it's a perfect height for all the stuff I need to be doing on it. But I can also just measure one of the older tables like this one. Sadly, this one can't move, or else I wouldn't be needing to build this one. But roughly the same height, maybe a little bit higher than the one right behind me. Each leg's going to be about 3 feet tall. And then with the boards on top, I'll add another about 3 inches. So the table is in total about roughly 3 feet 3 inches tall. Okay, so I just finished up cutting up the legs for the table. Now I'm going to start cutting up the other boards for the tabletop and for the supports to hold it all together. And then it should be pretty much done. The longest part is definitely hand sawing it all. Someone mentioned in the comments that I could be using this or this. But I just like the idea of using all hand tools. It just, once you finish the actual thing you're building, it feels a lot better, and when you're using it, it just seems a lot cooler to know that it was all made by hand. Okay, so these boards are exactly 6 feet long, so I've decided that the table length, or the tabletop, I want it to be about 3 feet. So if I cut these boards in half, then that's 2 boards for the top. So this is just making my job a lot more simple. So it's going to be about 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide, just sort of a box table. Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun so far. I'm excited to see the finished product. For those of you wondering, the reason why I'm using an old axe head to hammer in all the nails is because I misplaced my hammer and I can't seem to find it. So I'm just using this old axe head that came off of its handle a while ago, and just using the blunt side of it. It's working pretty well. There we go. We got the main pieces of the table all put together. Might add a few more supporting bars if it needs it. I'm just gonna put something heavy on it and see. It's not the prettiest table, but it'll definitely be good for what I'm using it for. Okay, so it seems sturdy enough. I sat on it, wiggled around. Everything seems to be holding together good. The support beams I put in near bottom here help stretch out the legs so they don't collapse inwards. Really work. Made it a lot better. It's a lot quieter for hammering on than this is. You get something metallic. But yeah, and my first ever table.
Is that Wes? Is that my friend Wes? Hi Wes. Yando.
When you're hammering, it's all in the wrist.
So change of plan. Instead of the log, our Uncle Ben reminded me that we have a big long metal pole which we can use to have a log for the pull-up bar.
Oh yeah, that bends quite a bit. Noise. Oh yeah.
It was a bit slanted up.
Keep going, keep going. Okay, come on, keep it going. Come on.
Oh, he's been on the foot. Go, Luca! You can't lose. You can't lose. Oh, DJ, you were so scared. DJ, you were so scared. You were the scariest guy.
Guys, arm wrestle Wes. It's nuts.
Luca's been doing it for years. Every time we're in like probably driving, I ball with just
Can't do it.
Wes is too strong.
Daddy will love this.
You did so good, Wes. You colored his pants and his shirt and his boots. Should I write Lando's name on it too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lando.
Hello.
Mhm.
Yeah. Try to hold him, Scott. Is he heavy? Bye, Wes. bought a new motor for his boat, and so he asked us to come down here and get the trailer, get the boat, which is actually laying upside down over there under that tree, and then tomorrow we'll haul it up to a marina and get them to put the new engine on it. But as soon as we get out here, the weather is not cooperating. You can see the clouds are pretty ominous up there, and it's starting to rain. We're going to try to get this done without getting soaked.
That is decent rain.
Alright, we didn't make it too far. We found the trailer, but we're going to abandon this project because we are getting soaked. The storm came in. We'll pick this up in the morning, yeah?
Ridiculous. Awesome weather. Dock right where the beavers
It's
are.
the old Forbes Landing. And you take that hunting trail up to Ghost Lake or whatever that's called. That was Scar Lake or something.
There's a lake called Dismal Lake, which doesn't sound very inviting, but I think it's all reeds.
That's a DC.
Oh, it's just a little one. That was a nice, that was a top. That was a good old top smack. Bad. Very aggressive.
He's still got all his life because he got him right.
Stay down, stay down.
No! Full bore? That was like 4 pounds, Pete. That was bigger than the ones we got over there.
At least I got pictures.
Whoa! Bloody rain.
And in the meantime,
We'll see you down the road.